this in America affects us, go ahead and subscribe to Boss Life. Alright? Corruption is too high in Jamaica, man. It can't work, man. It have to stop, Virgin. You can't deal with it no more, brother. It get out of hand now. Get out of hand now. Trust me. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I think I'm number 6. Yeah, number 6. And the last bit of this.
You have to take care of the funeral. And then one of the sisters.
Right. This is the one right here, so. This is the one right here, so. Alright, now go here, so. We are going down the road. We are going down the road of Jamaican history with TULOX. Big up TULOX. We are going down the road of Jamaican history when it comes to politics. And this is how I go cap off the video. See? I go down that road there. Big up TULOX. Fair use. I'm going to put it on the speedo for the pan. Right? Alright? And I have to show the screen also. Yeah. This person texts him and say, bless TULOX. Not sure if this is the right number I text you on. But the last episode they spoke about cartel and you mentioned the government. And you keep saying that anybody the government want to touch, they will touch. Shout out to KD. But all know, you can't show me one person that the government actually touch, in your opinion. So to me, you're just a talk about foolishness. So basically what this person is saying is that no government official has ever done anything to any Jamaican in Jamaica. I don't know why this person even said this. This is probably one of the most dumbest statements ever made by a Jamaican. Honestly. Given the Jamaican history, I don't know how him come to this conclusion. Say, no politician ever do any harm or order any harm on Jamaican people. That is one of the, listen, the amount of corruption that has been going on in Jamaica. For him to say that, he is highly misled. I am sorry. Guys, I have 89 of you watching. I'm asking you to like the video and I'm asking you to share it with 2 persons. 2 persons. Alright? 2 people. Alright? Let's get the numbers up. Alright? At least. Those things are free. And if you really want to support the platform, the donation link is pinned, is PayPal. Right? That's the only means I have right now. So go ahead and bless up the PayPal. Alright? Your donation will be read out on the screen. And you don't have to put your name. It's an anonymous link. So nobody don't have to know say is B-Mac or is KD or is Mr. Keemy or whoever it might be that is supporting the platform. Alright? Let's continue.
You keep saying that anybody the government want to touch opinion. So to me, you just talk about that foolishness. Alright, cool. I don't say about my idiot, them like you. Well, take some phone and say that foolishness. But me still, it's like me obligated for enlightening even when you resist the light as much as you can. What you say? Me attack everything without proof. Me can't name one person. You want me to go further? And what I'm about to say, me can't prove it. Me and the police. So me can't.
So what he's about to say is allegedly. Alright? But there is enough situations to assume or safely assume that government officials of the past have done things to harm Jamaican people. Alright? And the videos that he's about to play, you can come to your own conclusion whether or not you believe that those things were done by politicians. You understand? Let's continue. Somebody said Barrington Dennis say, what a name? Barrington Dennis. So hold on, Dennis Barrington. Look like I get 2 last names in the general. Barrington Dennis, a powerful name that you know. Corruption will never stop until there are rules in place to hold politicians accountable. I'm glad I said that. We have a government, Mr. Barrington, where we want to change the constitution to take away any type of impeachment. Just imagine that. I'm glad I said that. We have a government right now that is actively trying to reform or amend the constitution to a point where they will not be held responsible by impeachment. So they must take away all forms of being accountable. Yeah, big up yourself, Trina. We know it's all about the money. That's a fact.
And tell you like this scenario is set in stone. I know everything the general public know, but you have certain people who are privy to certain information who knows these things. Yeah, fact. I'm sure you. One of the biggest done will come out of Jamaica, where people did feel like, oh, no man can touch them, man, it's so easy. And the government touch him, and everybody know that. But me cannot.
So he said one of the biggest dons in Jamaica. The word in the street is that the government touch him. That is the word in the street, people. And I'm going to show you the Dan now.
Say for sure. I'm going to make sure I reiterate that. Disclaimer. See, this just based on a theory that has been bouncing around where me come from in Maxfield and everywhere in the surrounding areas. People are close to the situation now. Everybody know. Said, damn man, yeah, never did himself. Look on this.
So this is all allegations. This is all theory. There's no evidence to say that the politicians actually did what happened to Jim Brown. But this is Jim Brown. I want you guys to listen carefully.
When he was arrested at the request of the Americans, he faced charges of murder, drug trafficking, extortion. From prison, he fought a legal battle against extradition. He lost the fight, but he never stood trial in an American court. It was said that too many powerful people would have been implicated if he had.
So, Jim Brown never even went to trial. You hear what he's saying when he's walking by? I have a lot to say. I wonder who him have a lot to say about and what him have a lot to say about. You hear the man say? It is said that he would have implemented many powerful people. So, you think the powerful people that he allegedly might have implemented was going to sit by and allow him to go to trial? To give him the possibility of talking on them and bringing them down. We're talking about the US government, you know. We're not talking about the government of Jamaica, you know, or the court of Jamaica, you know. We're talking about the US government. Let me go back and make you hear what the man was charged for. Listen to this.
We're close to the situation now. Everybody know. Said, damn man, yeah, never did himself. Look on this.
When he was arrested at the request of the Americans, he faced charges of murder, drug trafficking, extortion.
Murder, drug trafficking, and extortion. Alright? Murder, drug trafficking, and extortion.
From prison, he fought a legal battle against extradition. He lost the fight, but he never stood trial in an American court. It was said that too many powerful people would have been implicated if he had. It was said that too many powerful people would have been implicated if he had.
It is said too many powerful people would be implicated if he had stand trial.
It was said that too many powerful people would have been implicated if he had. Jim Brown was burned to death in his cell.
Jim Brown was burned to death in his cell. Is that sparking anything in your brain cells? You know, is that giving you any ideas? Is that making you ask yourself some questions like, is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible that these alleged powerful people had anything to do with him burning in his cell?
Officially accident, more likely murder.
Who knows Jim Brown pointing at the camera while ago? Just a while ago. Say, I have something for? Say. So,
he pointed in the camera and said, I have something to say. Who you think? You think him don't know who I talk to when he pointed in the camera? You think he didn't know who he was sending the message to? Right? The alleged powerful people that he was attached to, he was letting them know, you better get me out of this, you know. Else a phone ass and my ass. But allegedly, theoretically, hypothetically, it seems like apparently those people had a different plan. You understand? So Jim Brown was burned to death in his prison. Here's the story on how that went down.
So indirectly, he might tell the man, say, yo, come get me out of this.
Too many powerful
because I know I want to put me in
people
this.
if he had.
He was supposed to be extradited to the United States, right? And then magically, for the people, when say, yo, get me out of this other side, Jim Brown just decided, man, say, you know what? I nobody want to live. Make me light myself a fire and bleed myself.
So the story is, this man that pointed to the camera and said what him said, and sent the message what him said, the story is that he lit himself a fire. Does that man look like somebody that was defeated? That would commit suicide? That looked like a man that was ready to fight? His body language and everything, in my opinion, look like somebody that's ready to fight. Thank you so much for that message, Mr. Kimi. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Right? Just, I mean, look at the man.
Really built on naive enough to believe. So Jim Brown did himself in a GP.
If you believe, and to TULOX point, if you believe that Jim Brown really light himself on fire in that prison, you're naive, man. You're clueless, as a matter of fact. You're not just naive, you're clueless. You're there on one island when it exists in a matrix. And you think you're real. That's how clueless it is. You're lost.
Na 92. I'm gonna show now the devil. Hey, listen. Them not play. It's when people Jackie from Maxfield. That a Jim Brown first boy. Shoot him off and bike. You know the top man go want revenge for that.
And while Jim Brown was in prison, they killed his son. Right? And this is somebody that's a powerful man. You know? So you don't think to TULOX point that he would want to exact some type of revenge. So listen to the theory now. Listen to the theory.
So guess what? A deal was made with the devil. Light yourself a fire and somebody will let you out. So Jim Brown was allegedly killed based on a false promise. So fucking easy. So because his son was unalived, right? Allegedly Jim Brown made a deal with the devil. Light yourself a fire and throughout the chaos. Allegedly, this is all alleged. This is theoretically, right? Somebody is going to release you. One of the warden or somebody is going to release you. Because I remember, I'm still top man, you know. So you feel like, yeah, you can make certain move. This is the theory around this death. But when him light himself a fire, allegedly, who him think is going to come, never came. That was the deal with the devil. That was the trick. We're supposed to let him out. I said, no. They're not coming with the key compound. Jim Brown, the things him got road by escaping. So he could have taken revenge for him, son. They knew that Jim Brown had want revenge for Jackie. So the perfect time we got him with some sort of, yo, we'll make you come out of the place tonight. Here we are going to light yourself a fire.
Hey, shout out to the 100 people watching. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got 100 people in the building watching right now, man. Shout out to all the new viewers. Salute to everybody that is actually sharing the live stream. Appreciate that. Alright, I go live like every day. Alright? Like every day. So, welcome to the new subs. And all of y'all that's watching, please share the live. Because I'm not done. Alright?
And then the water them run up and down and free and all that confusion. Nobody not gonna see when they left. And nobody not gonna open the cell. And Jim Brown burn up in that and dead. You don't think that happened by accident? You want to prove it? When Dodos, the animal and decide the man say I go straight to embassy. The man wave him rights. The man that want going and no cell in a Jamaica. When you think Dodos did so fearful of going to a Jamaican jail cell?
So to prove to not prove his theory, but to validate his theory, he now moves to another Don that was extradited in recent years. Dodos, aka Shotman, which the Mr. Peter Chambers has prophesied that he will soon be released from prison in America. And also he also sent a message to Dodos to repent. So if anybody in here knows Dodos, please give Dodos that message. That Mr. Peter Chambers, alright, you can go to the video yourselves. Send the video to Dodos. He says God has given him mercy, a time of mercy. Repent. Alright? He will be released from prison according to the prophecy. Alright? Very, very soon. Alright? If you heard it here first, so be it. But I was not the first to say it. I'm just repeating what the prophet said. Okay? Alright. So Dodos waived his rights. Dodos did not want to be locked up in a Jamaican prison. Because you think Dodos not remember what happened to Jim Brown? You think Dodos a fool? You think Dodos is not connected to some very, very powerful people in Jamaica? And probably even in the government. I'm going to say probably and allegedly for a reason. Because them not come for me, you know, legally, you know. You can't tell her that. Right? So, this Don Dodos, aka Shotman, with the extradite from Tivoli Garden, the man waive him rights. So that further validates the theory where TULOX have about Jim Brown, cause Dodos see what happened to Jim Brown. And I'm just gonna try to go in the mind of Dodos and say, well, if it can't happen to Jim Brown, then it can't happen to me. So here I go on. You know, say, now we have my rights then. Can't go to the US, me safer there. Me safer.
Yeah, because I'm favored by God. Like, when I see people's lives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
One Shamar_Supreme subscribe to the channel.
Salute, salute, salute. One Shamar. Big up. Welcome. All of the subscribers, welcome. The new subscribers, big up.
Bumbuckler, politicians go to work. But you remember them something? I don't know the history. You don't think I know the government kill people when people not do what them say? You don't think I know? Nobody no bigger than the system. No gunman, no bad man, no PNP, no labor right. No ghetto youth will never be bigger than the system that made them. Don't forget who killed Bucky Marshall and Claude Massop.
Bucky Marshall and Claude Massop. And more history, this now, people. This was one of the most volatile time in Jamaican political history, you know. More you listen to who them man did link with, you know. Listen to this, you know.
Simply because them have legal gunmen to do them work when they just feel like them now, they not boy. Claude Massop and Bucky Marshall dead because them joined peace.
Claude Massop and Bucky Marshall joined peace with Bob Marley. And they were unalive. They were allegedly contract killers to politicians. People, this has been going on for a long time. There's a long, dirty history in a Jamaican politics. Some don't want to go on like say, oh no. What go on from taller time. Zane. So when I come on here and I say to my people that I'm talking to, that what I am doing is putting me and my family at risk, I am serious. I am serious. Right? No, when, and that's how I feel. That's my feeling, right? But, you know, God be the glory, God a lead, God on time, and God a protection, right? Because although, if God is with us, if you're a child of God, I mean, what are we talking about? Who shall you fear? As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Alright, if you get a calling to speak, you have to speak. Simple as that. Right? I saw it go. I just saw it go. But what may I say? These two men decided to join in peace with Bob Marley. Man, they say, yeah, what you do? Hypothetically speaking, you know Jamaican style, what you do, boy? Or if you join peace when you want soldier for we in a war. Can't do that. You can't do that, you know? And you know, so the end was the end.
And the Bob Marley concert, and then it mean it. So peace with government at the time meant no votes. How I'm doing?
Peace with the government for the time, in Bob Marley time. Did you guys watch the Bob Marley documentary? All of this ties in. The Jamaican history is what it is. Peace with the government at the time mean no votes. Because of badness they used to rule with. So the more soldiers they have to rule with badness, to lock people vote and lock territory for vote, it means they take a less than chances of winning. That means a Bucky and the next general when they mash up the bag, they were affecting their money. Because them choose a life of peace now. That's why you don't have to make no deal with the devil. You understand? Don't make no deal with the devil, man.
No, I can't think how much more name now I can. Now, that. Now, I'm going to main matter for the day. See? As I say, 8 people killed in a mass shooting in Cherry, Clarendon, and you don't know as usual the government are running on the scene, and you don't know PR moment, my opinion. See, because according to Omega shown in today's episode, mass killing not new to Jamaica. And yes, sometimes even the government involved in a mass killing. I want to believe that or not. Like seriously. But anyway, we can't put too much pressure on the government because trust me, Jamaica now an easy place, especially as it relates to crime. To deal with.
So he's saying that if you think that Jamaican government in some instances in our history have not been involved in mass killing of Jamaican citizens, you need to go screw on your head a little bit tighter. Alright? It's just one of the harsh realities of our political history, ladies and gentlemen. And them can't say a lie we I tell. I tell that. And I'm going to show you evidence of the mass killing that happened under Jamaican government, right? I'm just gonna skip to that because I want them to watch him video. I don't want to use up all that video. Him show the Tivoli thing. Want pass that. Alright. Right, yes sir. Right, yes sir. Big up yourself, the P305. Respect. Right? Big up yourself. Right, yes sir, Mwamba. Alright.
That me in a modern time. But me I go back. In the past, phone was showing us a long time. Them are wicked and in like nobody unless I the upper class. When you remember Coral Gardens massacre? What the fuck? Me not asking if you remember. Me asking if you know about it.
Do you guys remember the Coral Garden massacre? Do you guys remember it? My Jamaican people. Can we get the likes up to 150 likes? Do you guys remember the Coral Garden incident? Share the live, y'all. If you don't remember, if you don't know, this is something that you should know. This is a big part of political history. Listen.
I'll tell now. This incident is known as the Coral Gardens incident, aka the Coral Gardens massacre. Yes, and it was
So the Coral Garden massacre was one of the first big massacres that happened in Jamaica. One of, not saying the first, one of. And the government and a specific member of parliament, our government, was behind this massacre, which will be explained. But I just want to show you, say, it's not foreign for politicians in Jamaica to be behind mass killing of Jamaican people. Check this out.
Perpetrated by the Jamaican government. I want to listen to this. The Coral Gardens incident, also known as the Coral Gardens atrocities. The Coral Gardens massacre and Coral Gardens, they are Montego, if you want to know. See, the Coral Gardens massacre, the Coral Gardens riot, and Bad Friday refers to a series of events that occurred in Jamaica from April 11 to 13, 1963.
That is April the 13th, 1963. Wanna go Google it. Alright? Go and Google it. Ryan Campbell said we need to wake up fast because we are becoming a one world government quicker than people think. But guess what, Ryan? This is the thing. They use all different types of mediums to separate us and have us think that somehow you over there is more privileged to a large effect. When that privilege can be erased like that. This is why people should actually care what happens to other people in other countries and other parts of the world. Because it can reach your doorstep if the wrong people get into power. I said if the what? The wrong people get into power. So that is a comment right there. She said the eventide home fire. Oh, that's another thing you're talking about.
Following a violent altercation at a gas station in Montego Bay, Jamaican police and military forces detained Rastafarians throughout Jamaica, killing and torturing many. Exact numbers are not available, but estimates place the number of detained individuals as high as 150. And one of the wickedest insult, in April 2017, following legal investigation, the government of Jamaica issued an official apology and condemned its own actions in the incident. It also established a trust fund to aid survivors harmed in the incident.
So, in April 2017, to validate what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, to validate it, that this was actual facts, right? Following a legal investigation, the government of Jamaica issued an apology and condemned its own actions in the incident. That is the JLP government, right? It also established a trust fund to aid survivors harmed in the incident. All right? He said, Yvonne Riley said, I was not born as yet. Oh, you're talking about, I already Googled it, the Eventide Fire. I already Googled it. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, Ryan. I'm telling you. Let's continue.
And then guess what? In true Jamaican government's form, 2 years after Prime Minister Andrew Holness apologized for the state's role in the 1963 Coral Gardens massacre and promised compensation to the victims and families of the deceased, the Gleaner understands that no money has been dispersed. Holness in 2017 in the House of Representatives apologized for the killings and announced the establishment of a trust fund of 10 million to compensate the victims.
Whoa. So, does this seem like a trend, a pattern? Doesn't that seem like a pattern? Let me read that. Let me read that. The state apologizes for the 1963 Carl Garden massacre and promised compensation to victims and families of the deceased. The Gleaner understands that money has not been dispersed. If you have been watching this live stream from the beginning, I showed you a family that house was burnt down a year and a half ago. Families, 47 people was affected. Right? 47 homeless. Didn't get back their papers and did not. I'm talking about there are aliens in the country right now. JLP government again. I cannot make this up. I am not playing politics. This is a trend. So they promised these people help and did not give it to them. Now the Carl Garden incident that faced 150 people in Senate. That was unalive in the situation, and so many others that was affected. Physically, mentally, even though traumatized. I'm gonna play it again. Those people have not been compensated even after being assured that they would get compensated. There is a trend with the JLP government. There's a trend.
Friends throughout Jamaica, killing and torturing many. Exact numbers are not available, but estimates place the number of detained individuals as high as 150. And one of the wickedest
150 was detained. 150?
insult. In April 2017, following legal investigation, the government of Jamaica issued an official apology and
yeah, so the statement was carrying the dirty Rasta them dead or alive. That was the statement allegedly, you know, by the leader of the party at the time, you know. Carrying the dirty Rasta them dead or alive. That was the order that was given by the Prime Minister of the country at the time from the party that is ruling right now, the JLP. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't tell a big lie like that. This is annexed. This is edged in the history books. You can go and research it yourself. 1963, April 11 to 13. And in April 2017, they apologized and promised the people that they would get money, a sum of $10 million compensation, which they never received. Mighty God of Daniel. Huh? And not only $10 million? Only $10 million? Yo, Jamaica is in intensive, critical, what is the intensive care unit? We're in the intensive care unit, but we're not getting no care. We're in the intensive care unit under critical stage, years upon years upon years. Jamaican people, when we are going to stand up and make something shake, like I miss your thoughts say. When are we going to make something shake? When are we going to do something? When are we going to unite? That's the better thing. When are we going to unite? Seriously.
Andrew Holness apologized for the state's role in the 1963 Coral Gardens massacre and promised compensation to the victims and families of the deceased. The Gleaner understands that no money has been dispersed. Holness in 2017 in the House of Representatives apologized for the killings and announced the establishment of a trust fund of $10 million to compensate the victims. I best believe, so if I never labor right, order the killing, dirty thinking Bustamante, who them turning a national hero after the atrocity, if it was not a...
No, Bustamante was the one that gave the order in the Carl Garden incident. The Strawberry 10, how you doing, love? The party after that massacre of human lives, the Jamaican government made this man a national hero.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
For the people,
boy, ain't no way, boy.
For the people in the back.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
For the people in the back. that didn't hear me, come to the front. Come to the front. This is not class, but come to the front at the meeting what we're having right now. Come to the front. Because I'm not no teacher. I'm a student. Right? The man that gave the order of allegedly bringing the dirty Rasta them dead or alive, Bustamante, the prime minister, the leader of the JLP at the time. Right? The same party that is running Jamaica right now. The same party where everybody are ball and a holler and a wheel right now. Some of them are wheel and a ball and a quiet. Some people come out and they make them video and they put it on them TikTok. If you guys go on TikTok right now and look at all the Jamaicans, you will see thousands and hundreds of thousands of videos about what the people are actually going through. YouTube, not so hit. TikTok, everybody there. Go over TikTok and you see all of the video them. Bustamante was made a hero after he did that. That was the biggest crime against humanity in Jamaica. Them treat the rest of them like a dog. Them see them as an animal. Them never see them as human beings. They treated the Rasta like they treated the slaves before. Because Rasta was always against Babylon and Babylon's system. Rasta never eat Babylon food. Right? Rasta never wear Babylon clothes. Right? Rasta growing here in a time when growing your hair was like a rebellious act. Because them did not try to program everybody to be groomed. Rasta walk barefoot. You understand what I say? I wonder if I get the fullness and the context when we say Jamaica has been under the intensive care unit for a very, very long time. When they are stage critical right now, Jamaica almost flatline. Me talk about collectively. Enough people don't realize it yet, you know. But with all of the moving parts and everything that is going on, somebody say, I'm still voting for Andrew. You can't use one person to fry fat of the other. You have missed the point. You have totally missed the point. But God bless you. God bless you. I not tell anybody who to vote for. If you want to vote for the devil, go ahead. And I'm not saying Andrew Wallace is the devil. But I'm just saying that is your right. You can vote for anybody you want to vote for. Just like how I can stay here on my platform and speak the truth that I see. That is also my right. Right? So, if Andrew Wallace didn't support Bustamante for real, why never give the people them the money when he promised them the reparations? I'm glad you're coming out. I'm glad Myrtle Ray. I'm glad you make that comment there. If Andrew Wallace don't support Bustamante, why him never give the people them the money when promised them for reparations from Carl Garden? Remember say him did in a power, you know. At 2017 we are talking about, you know. At 2017 we are talking about, you know. Andrew Wallace has been in power for 80 years, you know. At 2024 now, you know. So Andrew Wallace apologize for what Bustamante do. Them not denounce him as the national hero yet. Hoping they do. Because him shouldn't be no national hero after what they do the rest of them. Right? That's the first thing. So him acknowledge the crime. Promise the people them money. And still not give them the money. Myrtle Ray. Let me ask you something. You lose your house in a burial. Your house get damaged. You have water, you have light. You're good. So you're not business about the other 20,000 people when you have none. You know, say, Andrew Wallace allegedly get $32 billion. And then people still a suffer. You know, how you feel about that? Why you excuse for Andrew Wallace? Tell me in the chat, what is your excuse for him not giving the funds to the people them or the MP them so they can take care of the people them. Because the MP them are ball out. You know? The MP them come out publicly and say they have not gotten funds to relieve the people them in them community. You subscribe, if you make that comment there, I guess you're going to unsubscribe when it's done. Which is fine. But more, you answer that question there. Man, this is too easy, man. This is too easy.
Right. The government would not have even made an apology. Everything in Jamaica is about politics and which side they depend. Anyway, it was wrong and should never be repeated, the Prime Minister said at the time about the 1963 Good Friday attack when the police raided a Rastafarian camp in Coral Gardens, St. James, killing 8 persons and injuring hundreds. Can you believe it? The incident will happen in a 1963.
Listen.
The Rastafarian community received an apology in a 2017, 61 year after the man murder a portion of...
It took 61 years for the JLP government to not only recognize the atrocity but apologize for it. It will take one next 61 years to them pay the rest of them the money where they forget, though. The money where them promised them, though. Hey, where should they? Myrtle Ray, answer my question, mama. It will take 61 years for them give the rest of them the money where them promised them. You look at $10 million. By the time the $10 million is nothing in Jamaica. Because inflation gone so high right now. What a damn shame. Misha Pio say, the Jamaica UIC party family. Watch one Jamaica TV and the UIC. Yeah, man. But check out the UIC, man. Big up yourself, Misha. You understand? I want to go read the UIC. Go read them manifesto. Educate yourself. Find out what is the policies. Go on them platform. They're more than welcome if you have to come up and dialogue with the president. You understand? I have real conversations. They're more than welcome in for that. Tell me, I tell you. They're not afraid. So when you go over there and grill them. Grill them hard. Ask them a tough question them. And find out what them about. You understand? He said he want the people to sign up for the needs to get money. That's how heartless he is. Yes. Not only that. It's like a bribe. It's a bribe. You want to use the money as a bribe for them to sign up for the needs. But what the needs are going to do? We play a video yesterday. We're going to go watch it with a young man explain how the needs. Nobody not have to, we don't have to talk down against Myrtle, you know. Listen. I can't tell you what to do still, but I know the Jamaican people, we not play. When it comes to people we disagree with, why we deal with them wicked. But me not going to deal with, me not going to disrespect Myrtle. No, me not going to do that. But me going to ask a tough question for sure you say you're thinking flawed. You understand what I say? Because at the end of the day, would I love to see you see the light. If you're a genuine Jamaican, well-thinking Jamaican, but I look, because you know, some of them are assisting people, you know. So them sending them over these platforms for come, say what I want to say and disturb the flow and change the way and all of these things. I understand all of that. We get the game. Trust me. We are one of paid people. We're paid by the Jamaica Labour Party. Allegedly. Right? You have them. But them say too. Them say them have them flaggers. We support them. Zine. So me put the alleged for the paper part, but you have vloggers who directly work. For them work on social media is to support the JLP in every way, shape and form. JLP can never do nothing wrong. Me not depend that. You see, if Mark going to power or the UIC going to power and them are the foolishness, remember me tell you from birthday in my body, when I go see me right here so criticize them. Because it's not about the parties. It's about we the people. It's about us. It's not about them. We are the ones that directly are affected by the decisions that they make. Some of the time they not even include we in the decision them. Them just do what them feel like. Nobody never asks me what me feel about no Samoa agreement. Nobody never explained to me what is the Samoa agreement. But yet still, them gonna sign Samoa agreement. Zine, nobody never tell me what that means for and what that means for the children in schools or my children in Jamaica. When I'm going to teach them, say, yes, You probably are not a boy when you're a boy, or you probably are not a girl when you're a girl. Nobody never tell me that. Nobody never did come explain it to me and ask me a question. Them just do them feel like though. We have clip of Andrew Jones talking about the church have evolved in Jamaica. How the church evolved out of Christ? How the church evolved out of God's word? How can the church evolve out of the core foundation of the church? That means that the church sell out too. Some of them anyway. So if you don't feel like say, we then have one dark corner. We make a sad blurt not mistake. On talk about who not going to vote for. You can't vote for anybody who don't want to vote for, man. But remember me tell you, the reality is what it is.
Human beings. Simply because them have locks and them not think like you and you can't control the outcome of their actions. On the same go murder them. The same people who say them more intelligent.
Look for the Rasta them, man. Yo, you know how much love me have for Rasta, me and the Rasta. We just have love for people. Righteous. Period. From you say righteousness, I love. And nothing more. God's space, big up. Remember to smash the like button and everybody just share this with 2 people. Share this with 2 people. Saying?
Intelligent. The same people who refer to these people as uncivilized. So automatically that means that they're more civilized and superior. Was so intimidated by a peaceful set of people.
And becoming like the new Rasta them with the government. The JLP want to violate. And the Maroons. You don't see what I want. You don't see what I want. Becoming like the new people when they want to violate them human rights and then sovereign right too. It come like the Maroon them then target now in a modern time. Them done target the Rasta. What am I doing with 270 people now a quick step? Allegedly. Where the JDF and the JCF are doing with 270 police and soldier in a quick step. We have a population of 75 people. Over lumber. Mahogany. Jamaica wanna wake up. Jamaica wanna wake up. I want if you hear me I say 75 people live in a quick step. That are the population count. The JCF and the JDF, the amount of vehicle will go up there. According to the people them and the Maroon them where they up there, the man they say are over 200. Police and soldier come in a quick step. In a early morning, like a thief in the night. Where so much police are go in a quick step. How them did plan for them? The trend continues. Thank you, Ivan Riley. You don't realize the trend? You don't see it? Me can't paint the picture now brighter than how me I paint it right. Me I tell you the truth. He just a come to me. Me not even plan to talk about the Maroons them. But just seeing the rest of them, and when you say peaceful people, it trigger me. Because the Maroons them is such a peaceful people. Why you are going at the Maroons them town with 270? Allegedly, 270. Over 200 authorities, officials. Why not go with so much people? Make it make sense. But I continue.
We're not in them way, we just simply seek to play them drum, smoke them weed. And praise whosoever them call them God. So freedom of religion at that time was for everybody else, just not the rest of them. You can believe that? Who gave the order for bringing all Rasta, bring them in dead or alive?
Alexander Bustamante was the one that gave the order to bring in all Rasta dead or alive.
We don't know just fucking cause whatsoever. Just still in them Rasta.
Yo, the man just get up one day and just say, yo, go for them. Rasta they not do nothing. More than burn them weed and beat them, kick a drum and dance and praise them God with them want. They not do nothing at all. They never done no violence to go say, yo, running upon them and ray. Nothing they not do. You remember that?
Them have blacks. But guess what? When the turn Bustamante them in a hero for some blatant act of terrorism. Wasn't the choral guy.
How a terrorist become a national hero? God Almighty. Which other national hero in any other country is a terrorist? I don't know if anyone there is a terrorist now, but which other one? Because that's a terrorist act, you know. That's an act of terror, you know. That is an act of terror. You know much man right now where I live right now. Listen to me. I listen to Muta Baruch up on the radio. A man where actually the day of the Carl Guard incident, Rasta man. I listen to Kabu. Pan IRFM. A Rasta man. Pan Kabu channel. No channel or program. Come on. And while him give a detailed account of what happened to them in the Carl Guard incident in the prison them. Yo, me never hear a grown man balls up on radio. The man still traumatized. Me not telling you no lie. Me say the man still traumatized. Right now. Presently, today. Him still traumatized. Some things with the man detail. I need to find back that clip there now. Me need to find back that clip there and play that clip there. I couldn't hear now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a program for the Carl Guard incident. And I'm going to try to get that clip there. With Kabu. And the brother that she interview, the Rasta. Me I tell you, say, you can hear the horror in the man's voice. I want you to hear me, I say. Me I talk about a man that brought on big man, you know. And the man I talk about the incident, and the man a ball. Me not talk about him a cry, the man a ball. Ball. Traumatized. Alexander Bustamante to do that, and they make the man a hero. Me want to know which other terrorists they make hero. In a which country? That me want to know. You really want to know that?
Arden's massacre, mass killing, committed by the government itself, and wait 61 years to apologize to the Rastafarian community. Who are the devil? Right, yes, sir. Look how quick them find $25 million reward for the cherry tree shooting.
Oh my God. Hey, big up TULOX. So, after the man promised in 2017 to give the man them 10 million, a massacre going in a cherry tree lane, and the man them find $25 million for get information about who do that they killing it. No, we now go say the people in a cherry tree lane life less value. We are say it is of equal value. So why do for one and not do for the other? Why not strip Alexander Bustamante of him title of hero and also pay the rest of them immediately? I just $10 million. You find 25 million for this. Yo, make it make sense. Make it make sense. You see them action. When I really look at them action and I really break it down, it says a lot about these people. And it says a lot about the leader of the country, Mr. Andrew Wallace. It says a lot.
But them can't find 10 million to get the rest of them. You know why? 25 million find fast to get the citizens of Cherry Tree, because these are the kind of scenarios that affects votes.
Me agree with TULOX. That's why them do it. That's why them find the money. Because the incident and the massacre in a Cherry Tree Lane affect votes election season. Nah. You know say right. TULOX. You know say right. You know say right though. You couldn't be more right, my general. Blows and skirt.
Get the rest them, because them no real Rasta. Not into them Babylonian system. When I tell the tourists them and them fly down, I only used to treat Rasta. But guess what? They wouldn't believe it. So it don't make sense to tell them, because according.
Yo, that is also another excellent point. You know say a Bob Marley, the man them use as an image to pull tourists in Jamaica. And the man them still not play the Rasta them. Where them violating at the Carl Guard incident. Hey, if that no one big old disrespect and a big old violation, no. Me I go say this because I fear, you know. Saying, I want to know what the PMP argument was in regards to the Carl Guard incident. I want to know how far the PMP go. They fight for repatriation for the Rasta them in the Carl Guard incident. Which leader of the PMP go above and beyond for the Rasta them in the Carl Guard massacre? Which PMP leader do that? We really want to know. And I ask question, you know. And me I ask the question for you to go do the research and for you to think. And if you already can't answer it and no answer to it, it's supposed to make you ask some more questions. Zane, so you just make that marinate. Let's continue.
To how to deal with Bob Marley image alone. One would think that Rastafarians are revered in Jamaica. Politics are one of the worst poison happened to Jamaica. How dare we think that the first set of bumbleclad pirate them that was governors and this and that. Who thinks that because it turned into black men, automatically the pirate them gone. Some of them black men are worse than the white pirate them. I want to understand that because they love the master, but now the master love themselves. We make up all type of false allegations based on their own intimidation. The same intimidation we have up to today for poor people. That's why everything bad will happen in the country, we blame artists. We don't have that itch that we not try to scratch from them time, you know, till now, you know. It's all.
I have to agree with him on that. Why did we expect the first politician that were actually thieves and pirates to actually come do no good for people in Jamaica? Why would you expect that? And I did an interview with the UIC president on his platform. And I need to go and do a second reaction to that interview. I did the first hour. But he explained the history of how we got independence. And it explains a lot. You know how long it take them to make we have the ability to vote? You know how long they tell we say we're free? But we still never have the ability to vote for many, many years. There's a pattern. There's a pattern, and the only way we're going to understand the pattern, we have to know with history. People, may I encourage you now. Do some deep dive into the political history of Jamaica. Yeah, man. Do some deep dive into the political history of Jamaica.
Always the lesser class where cause the problem. I can't tell down. Cartel cause all of this. Me now say artist influence.
No, me don't want to get into the cartel something. See? We just want to show. Say we have been in a state of intensive care unit and a critical stage in Jamaica for a very, very long time. And the people are the ones that directly have suffered. LINKIN were big up. First time seeing him in the chat. Zane. And it is time that we understand the state that we're in. There's just too much going on. We point to the natural disasters then we are going. A whole heap of spiritual things are going on, ladies and gentlemen. A whole heap of demonic altars have risen in Jamaica. All of the youth them are talking about over this and demon that and yeah. Then basically I sell their soul for some riches. As you can see, but they are up on the live attack for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Passionately. And I didn't receive one donation. And my passion did not diminish. You understand? Would I love for you to support the channel and the platform, of course. But me really passionate about what I talk about. You donating now gonna make my passion increase. My passion is what it is. Now more of the invite, I think I have really went above and beyond. I have shared more than 8 sources of different problems in Jamaica, different attacks that the Jamaican people are under. 1,